Good evening and welcome for the news on this Tuesday evening. Sarah René's lawyer has withdrawn the case against the Anti-Corruption Commission in both the Constitutional Court and the Court of Appeal. She wanted the Constitutional Court to declare that the Supreme Court order in December imposing bail conditions on her of $2 million and two sureties of $1 million each contravenes her rights under Article 18 of the Constitution. However, the order is no longer applicable, as 12 days ago the Commission asked the court to release all the accused in the case of the missing $50 million, as it needs to amend the charges awaiting amendments to the relevant laws. Also this morning, the Court of Appeal Judge Antoni Fernando said he will deliver his ruling in 3 days' time on the Supreme Court's decision to deny bail of Faiz Ali Mubarak, one of 3 suspects in a drug trafficking case. The Employment Minister, Patricia Franco, has called on workers to step forward if they have any grievances concerning their working conditions or ill treatment. This will permit the ministry to do the necessary procedures and take actions when the complaint is founded. Minister Franco was answering a private notice question from the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly regarding treatment of Seychellois workers at IoT. Minister Franco pointed out that the IoT is governed under the SITZ employment regulation, which falls under the responsibility of the Financial Services Authority. She said, however, that in the case of IoT, there have not been any formal complaints about working conditions, only about disciplinary actions and unjustified termination of certain workers. Seychelles has organized a half-day workshop with people who fish for octopus with the aim of drafting a sustainable management plan for the species. The workshop was organized by the Ministry for Fisheries and the Seychelles Fishing Authority with the assistance of the UNDP. Representatives from Mauritius and Rodrigue were present, and this has helped in the exchange of best practices. The Chief Executive Officer of the Fishing Authority, Nicole Elizabeth, said that to date, octopus fishery in Seychelles is not regulated or managed, but this will change with a study initiated by the Fishing Authority.
We don't know the species. We don't know how big they grow. We don't know how many are there. What is the stock? Currently, SFA, we have some grants from SECAT. We are going to study the genetics of the octopus. We will be harvesting and or buying octopus from the stakeholders. We're going to extract samples to be sent to the foreign labs to understand the genetics, the composition of the octopus that is present in our Seychelles territories.
A-level students of Independent School had a prominent visitor today. This was the President of the Republic, Wavell Rumkalawan, who was called in by the students themselves for an inspirational talk about his journey from childhood to the highest office in the country, that of President. The students also took the opportunity to question the President about a wide range of subjects, including education, sports, teenage pregnancy, child abuse, scholarships, and others that may affect their future as adults. President Rumkalawan is among several prominent parents of independent school students who have been called in to talk about their professions and to inspire the students.
Maybe know yourself, be true to yourself, be true to others, and remember that when you lie, you are not lying to another person. You are lying to yourself because you know that what you are saying is not true. Therefore, you are only fooling yourself. So stick to solid principles and you'll make it in life.
So the President's visit today was very immensely important for our future. He gave us guidance and a little bit of humor. And it was a really nice meeting. It was very helpful. and we're really glad he took the time to come and visit us. He gave us a lot of guidelines in the future of the Ministry of Education, and particularly to do the topics on scholarship. And in regards with our future, it was really helpful. So maybe some of us would like to be politicians or become prominent people in our society.
Princess Theodora von Liechtenstein, who is on the second day of her official visit to Seychelles, visited State House today, during which she got to meet President Ramkalawan. They talked about various subjects, and specifically on her projects with children, on conservation, and the research on the giant tortoise. Princess Theodora said that since the beginning of her visit, it's been a fantastic journey and that she's looking forward for the week ahead.
I've had the opportunity to tour the island a little bit, which has just been stunning and beautiful, and now I understand why everyone wants to come here. It's been such an honour as well meeting the President, and I think it just shows how incredibly well done the work is that these two researchers have done, and it just gives me hope that what we do in the future will just be prosperous, as well as talking with the different ministries about the work that we're doing here, and that I hope to continue with my foundation, Green Team, as well as the work that the researchers that are on this trip have done with me. So it's just been so pleasurable so far.
A family from France who are on holiday here felt that it was important for them to include a hands-on activity during their stay in regards to environment protection. A tree planting activity was organized by the Ministry of Agriculture, Climate Change and Environment in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism for Elohim Demi Kouiza and his 2-year-old son Aaron at the Salazie Trail at Sanssouci. Aaron was able to contribute towards environment protection of Seychelles. Jeannette Larue, the Information Officer and Director General for the Public Education and Community Outreach Division, says that these kind of actions are really important.
We decided to do tree planting instead of the others because, as you all know, the tree would be there when perhaps little Aaron, when he's back, in some years' time, he would be able to visit his tree. This is also important because, as you know, tourism produces a lot of greenhouse gases, especially if you travel by plane. And so it becomes part of the carbon offset. Then they will be doing something to give back and help us fight against climate change.
The Minister for Transport, Anthony Dejac, at the invitation of the Minister for Transport and Logistics Services and Chairman of the Saudi General Authority of Civil Aviation, attended the Future Aviation Forum. The event was held under the patronage of King Salman bin Abdulaziz. The forum, which has spanned over 3 days, convened the participation of top-level government officials and international organizations from over 90 countries. Minister Dejac was a speaker on the International Ministerial Panel, and the topic of discussion was aviation's role in the post-pandemic globalized world economy. Minister Dejac also met privately with the Minister for Transport and Logistics Services, Saleh bin Nasser Al Jasser, where they discussed topics such as cooperation between the two countries in the aviation sector. It was confirmed that the Saudi airline Flynas has been given approval by the General Authority of Civil Aviation to start operation to Seychelles. And with this, we end this news summary. I'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Thank you for watching.